viewers, this is GMEB News Bulletin coming from our studio at Banjulinding, and I am your presenter Hapsaruba. First, the headlines. NAM urged for the increasement of teachers' allowances. Fish sellers at Birkama Market navigated the challenges they are facing during the rainy season. NAM requests for performance allowance bill. In international news, at least 89 people died after migrant boat sink off Mauritanian coast. Labour wins UK election as Sunak concedes. Tanzanian artist who burns president's picture jail. These and many more stories. Stay tuned after this short break. Welcome back. If you are just joining us, this is GMEB News Bulletin and I am Hapsaruba. Now the news in details. National Assembly member for Foni Bintam Bakari Kebaji urged for the teachers' allowance increasement. Nima Jaji filed in this report.
During the State of the Nation address on the education sector, the President stated that there are a lot of progresses made in the education sector, that is the construction of over 775 new classrooms and 1,030 toilets for both conventional and non-conventional schools. This expansion is geared towards making quality education affordable and accessible nationwide. He disclosed that 12 new senior secondary schools are established across the country. Classrooms and facilities were rehabilitated in 10 schools from 2022 to 2024. The NAM for Foni Bintam Bakari Kebaji emphasizes on the increasement allowance for teachers, as classrooms cannot be constructed without teachers being paid well in order to do their work as expected, stating that NAMs are sitting under the AC enjoying while teachers are suffering and the politicians don't care. He further stressed that he will feel for the teachers because they are suffering hardship allowance. He therefore calls on the body responsible to take standard measures in improving the lives of teachers in the Gambia. Reporting for GMEB, I am Nimajal.
As the rainy season descends up on Birkama Market, fish vendors find themselves in a delicate dance with nature. Join us as we delve into the world of these vendors, exploring the challenges they face. Nima Jaju has the rest of that story.
As the rainy season approaches, vendors in Birkama Market are mostly affected with stagnant water, leaving many to make small or no sale. GMEB visited to engage some market vendors, and one among them is Yusufa Jamme, who mentioned that at Birkama Market, even when it rains, they encounter challenges and have to endure being out in the rain until it stops. He also expressed concern about fish sellers spreading out across the market, potentially causing cleanliness issues, especially around garbage areas, which is a major problem. Aisatu also highlighted the difficulties faced during the rainy season, such as stagnant water, making it hard for customers to access the vendors, leading some to leave the market to sell elsewhere due to the muddy conditions. Mamadullah Sen emphasized the market's lack of proper entrance, making it challenging for both vendors and customers during rainy days. Mam Fati pointed out struggles with the shortage of ice blocks, transportation to the riverside, and the competition from sellers on the main road, which hinders customers' access and affects sales. The running water during rains also poses a significant challenge that could be alleviated if the government assists in relocating sellers from the main road. Reporting for GMEB TV, I am Nimajal.
A heart-wrenching turn of events. A house in New Joshua, Marumkunda was engulfed in flames on a fateful Thursday afternoon at 4 p.m. as a gas explosion sparked a fire outbreak. The repercussions of this calamity were profound, with the victim losing not only their possessions but also their sense of security and comfort.
Albinda siobe sangita worowla anisaba. Bekuwo fola. Toya kola defe fola je. Siobe sangita worowla anisaba. Dimbanyi ala lanyi nolem. Kasi butelo. All di nola data sarse. Biya nat. Wada barangai kasi ngata seba. Adimba dungal tumo venne. Dimba wulta enta fa balo be mut. Ta fa mboyta jela fa bolle data sik. Ko keta wala jaw. De balo be alkafo be solo men. Be dum mo be ajelen be solo men o be kenoldo. Wala bu ñi mbungol lo ñaat. nga demar so me mbake nani muolo nga dunda bungo kon ha obedi ala nye bak kar bi moño dol fele e dol saba fo kunku janjata anyol ha la sokor mol fintita be be ja wala fintita ntena to la bot o munye problème baba balde nga demar so al dal kila bulan ani badi wol ni misilmol bulu obedi ala nye bak o ben kontan da bak ha to la problème o kodi wala mu ñim bungo lo ñaati nale ndema oto safa alhamdulillah na man ndema fana safa alhamdulillah bari ko be abe masata lalbul na menke wala na man menke na ke saja kan na man ke saja kan tolbe o palasol be Allah mayla ba Allah mayla wala nakum assalamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala barakatuh nte fa kungola bungon talbiso fula de arajo jantan nyeje nte fa kungola ko dal se wul taworo adi saba ajantaje adina kitabol won tawlo sodol ko rek kitabo be kameli mo saba si adi kule siat je barni wala bungon mentiata je ta foror on fadala radio ni telelo amaje ni tele chakanol in tuwa ji tele ni nyele ci nyele talel peli jada femambo sidi femambo dafa wa a kudero mai tandi tarna talan nan wato adi jenso ni wala findita membe yita badi wala sabagada o kadanya mato kubati lu menjante fo ni fa wa fo ba den alo asiat ato nyela radio tele jel et tuwa du tele bar fla fa sabi ko imang motosot olbina tumo be wan hawa tambet ara moli dimba fa na rafa fone dol so gata fa e ko ma motosot bitu akala jadi ba motosot date fala la safet ul ked sabon nañ barne mal itata la officer ade beteba mankuma moy ngaje ala landi wala nyam bismillah alhamdulillah rabbil alamin.
Alhaji Fajere Marong, a 73-year-old victim, states that the aftermath left him without clothes, the Holy Quran and relevant documents, and a significant cash totaling $63,000, which resulted to some of the family members vacating to other locations. Here in Jawara, also a victim, adds that the film consumed all of her essential assets, which include uniform, clothes, passport, leaving her with nothing and has nowhere to sleep. Ms. Jawara adds that she needs help to rebuild their house. She highlights the importance of community support and solidarity in time of crisis.
Bende maro nyini na nisi bungulu nya soto no yemma ko ngade maro soto dawo dambe danila ala kan kila kan bi na man ke signol dembe duwale ba signol anim fondin kewol no duwabe woleli ala manta be mo mantora soto ji e dimba jawyata nyawnya ya fa mo mantora ku soto ji par sidam bo be tembo mento karakele mo bi boyta birin korke to fo simento fo kenyo momo simma ko no men pour mo lo nya sone kandu bi te la fa mo bul problème hanin kanyi men dunte signol le ka sambanyana nga dolbi dindewul be examol ila informol be to taji e ka set fan dole do naita exam yo o bulu ko le ko balte bondo nya o le fan ko mayat yemma ko imbe bongolo la nyame fansi dunno akon no soto be bete yala ba yani na kayto kul fana passeport ni ala kayto kummal men janeta wolu fanan josew be alabu bar bibi bungo dundula wala mo bulu problème ni nga bungo soto ba wulindi la nyame
However, according to research in Gambia, there has been 776 VIRS fire alerts reported so far in 2024, considering high confidence alerts only. This total is unusually high compared to the total for previous years going back to 2012, the most fire recorded in a year, 2024, with 776. For GMEB TV, Sheikh Mohammed Jad.
National Assembly member for Fonyi Jare advised his colleagues to know the importance of the privatization of state-owned enterprises. He made this statement at the National Assembly ground on Thursday. Fanta Jante report.
On the report of the National Assembly Standing Committee on Public Enterprise on the performance of the report of GAMTEM, service delivery by National Audit Office, the Honorable Member for Fonyi Jare, Kebati Sane, while contributing on this bill, disclosed that individual needs to be careful before thinking of privatization to know the aims and objectives of a state-owned enterprise, as it should serve as an accelerated economic growth, creation of employment opportunities, and creation of public utilities. He said, in those days, many people will want to work at GAMTEL after graduating from school, but that is no longer the case. Only limited individuals are now using the GAMTEL line because of poor connection service. He asks, why is everyone moving away? Because people have turned public institution as a private institution or home institution. Mr. Sane requests for performance contract to rate the level of work done by the state-owned enterprise.
Well, that story from Fanta will now lead us to our second break. When we come back, we shift our attention to news beyond our borders. Welcome back. At least 89 migrants died when they are both captains of the cross Mauritanian on Monday. Heading by pick of the rest of the story.
The Mauritanian Coast Guard officers recovered the migrants' body who were aboard at large traditional fishing boat when it capsized. The agency said 9 people were rescued, including a 5-year-old girl, the agency reported. The boat capsized off the coast in the Atlantic Ocean, about 4 kilometers, 2.5 miles from the country's southwest city of Diago. The state-run news organization said the boat, which left the Gambia-Senegal border 6 days ago, was bound from Europe and had at least 170 migrants on board, the agency said. Thousands of West African migrants take on perilous crossing on the Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea to reach Europe in search of jobs and opportunities every year. According to a 2024 report by the International Organization for Migrants, the crossing on the Atlantic Ocean is considered incredibly dangerous due to the length of the journey to Europe, with the migrants often stuck at sea for long periods on inadequate boats in areas of the Atlantic Ocean, lacking dedicated rescue operation. From CNN, reporting for GMEB TV, I am Kadimbai.
Labour has won the United Kingdom's general election with a landslide, with the results from almost all the parliamentary seats declared. Kadimbai again.
Keir Starmer will be the next Prime Minister, telling supporters at a victory rally that change begins now. The Conservative Party suffered a heavy defeat after 14 years in government, bringing a brutal end to premiership of Rishi Sunak. Several cabinet ministers lost their seats, as did former Prime Minister Liz Truss. Nigel Farage's populist Reform United Kingdom party won its first seat and came second in many more, splitting the right-wing vote and contributing to the Conservative losses. The Liberal Democratic will be the third biggest party in Parliament after its best result in years. The Green made gains while the Scottish National Party suffered a collapse and is on course to lose almost 40 seats. From CNN, reporting for GMEB TV, I am Kadimbai.
A Tanzanian portrait artist who was accused of burning a photo of President Samia Suluhu Hassan has been sentenced of 2 years in or pay a fine of $2,000 being found guilty of silver crimes. Cecilia E. El Mendy reports.
A Tanzanian portrait artist who was accused of burning a photo of President Samia Suluhu Hassan, has been sentenced to 2 years in prison or a fine of $2,000 after being found guilty of cybercrimes. Shegda Chawla was arrested for allegedly recording a viral video showing him burning a picture of President Hassan while verbally insulting her. The 24-year-old painter admitted committing the crime and failed to defend his action in court. His arrest sparkled legal controversy, with some lawyers saying that no law was broken in burning the picture. In 2018, Tanzania enacted tough laws against the spread of fake news, which critics see as a way of curbing freedom of expression. Police said Chawla used strong words against the president in the video he posted on his TikTok account on 3rd June in Ntokela village in the southwestern city of Mbeya. From BBC News Africa, Cecilia E. Mendy reporting for GMEB TV.
That brings us to the end of this news bulletin, but before we take a leave of you, here are the main headlines again. NAM urged for the increasement of teachers' allowances. Fish sellers at Birkama Market navigated the challenges they face during rainy season. NAM request for performance allowance bill. In international news, at least 89 people died after migrant boat sink off Mauritanian coast. Labour wins UK election as Sunak concedes. Tanzanian artist who burns president's picture jail. I was your presenter in this news bulletin. Do join us again.